How's it going, everyone? This is Childhood DVD Fan here. It's a little late at night right now, so I gotta be a little quiet. So it has been a little over a year since I last showed you guys my updated live action Nickelodeon DVD collection and VHS collection. I haven't really gotten many new pieces since I last showed you guys, which was over a year ago. You've seen my pieces, like, whether that be Zoey 101 or Drake and Josh or The Amanda Show, but not all together. I'm not going to open up the DVDs and show you the VHSs because that'll take more time. And you guys can go check out my other videos to, you know, see that, okay? But anyways, let's get started with the Amanda Show. So we have Volume 1 on DVD and VHS. Both of these are actually pretty accessible, even the VHS. You can get it, Amazon, eBay, secondhand websites. They definitely have this for sure. I think it's still brand new. I got mine brand new off of Amazon, both of these actually. And if you didn't know, Drake and Josh started on the Amanda Show together, which is how they ended up getting their own show. So if it wasn't for the Amanda Show, we may have never gotten Drake and Josh. So that is Volume 1 of the Amanda Show. Next up here, we have Volume 2 of the Amanda Show, VHS and DVD. This is the second volume. Once again, you can find these two volumes, Volume 2 also, for pretty cheap, and it's very accessible. So you have the VHS and the DVD here. Has Amanda Bynes on the cover for Volume 2. Now moving on to, without a doubt, the hardest Amanda Show item in the entire series, and that is Volume 3. There's only one more Amanda Show thing I'm missing, and that is the VHS. I have never been able to find the VHS. It's not because I couldn't buy the VHS because I don't have the money. It's literally because I haven't found the VHS, but I did find the DVD in, I think, like 2019, early 2020. I guess I'll just show this one off since it's a little more rare. This one, if you're going after Volume 3, it's going to be much harder than Volume 1 and Volume 2. I still don't know the reason why. I don't know why this volume is so hard to find, but it is. And I know that Justin from Angry Birds Fan 2000 found this DVD brand new sealed. The chances of that are about as good as winning the lottery, so I don't know how he lucked out on that, but yeah, this is definitely a hard DVD to find. Without question, the VHS is impossible. I've been looking for over a year. I haven't even seen a list for Volume 3 on VHS. It's insanely hard. I still don't know the reason why. If anybody knows, tell me in the comments below. Next up, we have, these are some of the Amanda Show Amazon DVDs. We have the best of Season 1. There are 4 episodes missing from the best of Season 1, which is why it's called the best of, and that is episodes 1, 5, 8, and 12. I looked it up. A lot of those episodes are missing because of copyright and because of the appearances of some of the actors. So that's why they had to do the best of. Only missing 4 episodes, so pretty complete, but there are some missing episodes, and that's the only best of Amazon sets for the Amanda Show. Next up, we have the complete second season with Nancy Sullivan here, who ended up being the mom of Drake and Josh, Audrey Parker. So yeah, you got Drake there and Amanda. To complete the second season. This is when Josh Peck joined the Amanda Show. Was in season 2, replacing Raquel Lee. And then we have the complete third season of the Amanda Show. You have Josh, Drake, Amanda, and Nancy. So you have the complete third season of the Amanda Show, final season of the Amanda Show. And then the final one here is the best of the Amanda Show. Now, if you're a Drake and Josh fan and you want to see Drake and Josh's work on the Amanda Show, but you don't want to get all those DVDs there to see it, you only need to get this DVD because it basically sums up all of their work on the Amanda Show with the best of Drake and Josh on there. So, if you want to see Drake and Josh on the Amanda Show for their moments together, but not Amanda Bynes or anyone else particularly, this is the one DVD you should definitely get. All right, now we are moving on to Ned's Declassified. I've got 5 live-action Nickelodeon shows I've collected over the years. I had Victorious, which I did do a giveaway, although I kind of wish I didn't, but, that's besides the point. Anyways, we have Amazon 2008 DVD, The Best of Season 1. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the first season are missing. The only reason I got the Best of Season 1 is because the complete first season Canadian DVD runs for a lot of money. I know that AB Tube was pretty lucky and got it for I think $15, but any other time I've seen that DVD, it's been $40 or more. I haven't really looked into that because there's been other things I've been chasing after. So I kind of had this one as a placeholder until I found that DVD for a good price. But maybe I'll look into trying to find that Canadian Season 1 DVD. This is my favorite non Dan Schneider live-action Nickelodeon show. This one was created by Scott Fellows, I believe. I'm pretty sure, but, I can't say 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's who created Ned's Declassified. Next up here, we have the complete second season Canadian DVD. Basically, I just need season 1 of this DVD that has Ned and Mose on the cover. I found this, I think, for a little under $20. It was brand new and everything, so I got a steal on this. This can run for a lot of money as well. So, yeah, cool Canadian DVDs. And then the final one here, this was the only DVD released in the States for Ned's Declassified, besides the Amazon Burn On Demand DVD best of sets. And that is Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, the Special Field Trip Edition. This has a few Season 3 episodes on here. This is one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid, and like I said, my favorite live-action non-Dan Schneider production. That show was fantastic. Moving on now to iCarly. Just give me a second. I'm going to move over the DVDs here. Now, if you are watching this video and you see that there's a little bit of a difference in, my DVDs compared to what they released on home media, I've made videos before about this in my updated iCarly DVD collection, so you can go check that out. I'm not going to explain it in this video, but if you want to know why, go look at my older videos if you want the answer, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes here. Next up we have, and by the way, I am going to do a video giving my thoughts on the reboot of iCarly because it is definitely happening. It's been posted on Nickelodeon. Miranda, Nathan, and Jerry here have all, shared photos of behind the set with the iCarly set 1 thing. But Jeanette is not in the reboot, so I'll give my whole thoughts in a future video on the iCarly reboot. But that's for another video. We have iCarly Season 1, Volume 1. This is actually the only iCarly DVD that actually had artwork on it. The rest of it was gray DVDs, which made it a lot more bland. It would have been nice if they stuck with the artwork, but whatever. Next up here, we have Season 1, Volume 2. So there you go, Season 1, Volume 2. And then next up here, I used to have this DVD actually as a kid, but I had to re-buy it because I wasn't the best of collecting back then. This is the only iCarly DVD I had back in the day. Season 2, Volume 1. Although when I bought the DVD, one of the discs was loose in the package, and as you can see, it took quite a damage. But I tested all the episodes out, and I don't know how, but they still work without freezing, so that's pretty insane to me. That's all that matters, and there's not going to be any further scratches because I play these on a Blu-ray player, so they'll never, as long as whoever took care of these DVDs before, if I buy them pre-owned, there's nothing that I'm going to do now that's going to mess up any footage in the future. Next up here, now this is the first example of what I did to customize these DVDs, and like I said, if you want to go check out my older videos when I explain the reason why, go check them out if you want the answer. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but we have Season 2, Volume 2, and Season 3, Volume 1. I know that my good friend Jeremy has this DVD, so there you go. Next up here, we have the only 3-disc iCarly DVD set, and that is Season 3, Volume 2. And I should mention that Noah Monk, who played Gibby, and Jeanette McCurdy, they will not be in the reboot, but Jerry, Miranda, and Nathan will. Like I said, I will make a future video giving my thoughts on the reboot. Next up here, we have I Fight Shelby Marks, who is played by Victoria Justice, who played Lola on Zoey 101, and played Tori Vega on her own show, Victorious. So there you go. I Fight Shelby Marks. This was the first individual released iCarly DVD without being a season set. Next up here we have I Saved Your Life. This was the first episode we saw Miranda and Nathan finally kissing, which was like a movie basically. And then we have the final individual release before it's back to the season sets. We have I Space Out. So all 3 of those DVDs came out in 2010 for the individual sets. Next up we have the complete 4th season of iCarly. And then finally we have the complete 5th season, although it kind of annoys me. I've never watched these before, but I really wish they didn't use extra. They could have used that extra DVD space for something that meant something, because who the hell cares about How to Rock? But we have the complete 5th season of iCarly. Now, one thing I will mention is there is one other iCarly DVD out there that I'm interested in getting. And that is iCarly I Go One Direction. Now, this DVD was not released in the States, but it was released, I believe, in the UK or Australia. And the only thing I'm not too sure is if it will work here in the States. I'm probably going to have to look into getting a region-free Blu-ray player. But anyways, there are, I think 6 or 7 season 6 episodes of iCarly on that I Go One Direction DVD. And season 6, no episodes were ever released in the States, so I am very interested in going after that DVD. It just, since it comes from Australia, it would take like a month or 2 to get here, which is kind of, whatever. Anyways, moving on to my second favorite live action Nickelodeon show, we have Zoey 101. So the first one released is the VHS and the DVD. This is the only Zoey 101 VHS license that came out, and I should mention that none of my Drake and Josh bootlegs are in this because they're bootlegs, they're not licensed DVDs. But we have Spring Breakup, DVD and VHS. Now the VHS only contains the Spring Breakup movie. Keyword is movie, more like an episode, longer episode. And you know, for the VHS is for the Amanda Show. There's only the first two episodes are on the VHS compared to the DVD that has 4 episodes. And kind of the same here. So we have Spring Breakup, DVD and VHS there. Next up here, we have the last official DVD released by Nickelodeon themselves, and that is the complete first season of Zoey 101. Came out in 2007. So there you go. Now, these next DVDs here are released by Amazon. Thankfully, Amazon did these, because if they didn't, we wouldn't have these episodes, since Nickelodeon stopped manufacturing them themselves after season 1, and then Amazon took over for some weird reason. But we have the complete second season of Zoey 101. Look at Jamie back in the day. Good fucking lord. You know, Jamie's all right now, but back in the day, I had the biggest crush on her. Oh my fucking god. Anyways, next up here, we have season 3 of Zoey 101, Amazon DVD, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, I'll just quickly explain. There's 2 volumes because there were 26 episodes in or 23 technically. In season 3, there were too many episodes to fit in one DVD. So they had to break it up into 2 volumes, and this is my favorite season of Zoey 101, without question. My favorite season 3 episode, I don't know, you know, thinking off the top of my head, there's so many good ones, but I'm not too sure. Now, my favorite moment came in the season, but this is the worst season of Zoey 101. Season 4, there were only 2 good things that came out of season 4. That was Quinn and Logan's unexpected relationship. Actually, that's the second reason. But the biggest reason, obviously, is Chase and Zoey finally kissed in the season. But overall, the rest of this season is very mediocre. I've talked about this before. I've even ranted about a specific episode on here, my least favorite Zoey 101 episode, being Rumor of Love. So this is the final Amazon DVD. Now, I have this Canadian DVD here of the complete 3rd season of Zoey 101. Now, the only reason that I even have this DVD, and it comes with this cool slipcover, as you can see, is because there was 1 episode missing on the American sets right there. That's PCA Confidential. Now, PCA Confidential first aired in Canada as part of season 3, but for some reason the US missed that episode, so they had to wait all the way till the end after Chasing Zoey to air PCA Confidential. And when they did air PCA Confidential in the States, they had edited the episode to include Zoey and Chase's relationship and kiss. That was not a part of the Canadian release. So, interesting facts. PCA Confidential, obviously, since this is the Canadian DVD, it's the Canadian version of that episode, but it's still enjoyable. Although the weird thing about that DVD is the episodes are like zoomed in and cropped, so they don't look as good as the American releases. They're kind of like zoomed in kind of weirdly, but you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. Next up here, we are moving on to the final live action Nickelodeon show I have, and that is Drake and Josh. Now, these 2 DVDs technically are not 100% Drake and Josh related, but the reason why I count these in the Drake and Josh collection is because the 2 episodes that are on these DVDs actually are very stand out. They stand out a lot, and all the other content are in the same quality at other sets. So I'll explain what I mean, but here we go. We have Teen Nick Picks 1. Now, for the longest time, I always said that you didn't really need this DVD if you already have the best seasons 3 and 4, because We're Married is on the best of seasons 3 and 4. But then I sat down one day and I compared the quality of the episodes on the Teen Nick Picks DVD to the best of seasons 3 and 4. And if you guys want the best version of We're Married, even though that's on the best of seasons 3 and 4 DVD, which is pretty rare, get this DVD. This is like maybe $10. And, I compared the quality, and this is a lot better. We're Married looks a lot better on this set than it does on the best of seasons 3 and 4. So I still recommend you getting this DVD, regardless if you have the best of seasons 3 and 4. If you don't have the best of seasons 3 and 4, and you want a Drake and Josh episode on DVD for cheap, then yes, get this. But even if you're a fan, you still should get this regardless, because that episode's in better quality in this DVD set than the best of seasons 3 and 4 Amazon DVD. I compared it, so I can tell you for a fact. I'm just going to move over. I got my phone charger in case you guys are wondering what this little cord is. This is my phone charger. Anyways, next up here. Now, this is a real important DVD if you're a Drake and Josh fan out there and DVD collector. That is the Nickelodeon Kid Choice Winners Collection DVD. Now, if you want the episode from Season 4, Episode 5 of Who's Got Game on DVD, this is the only way you could find it. I mean, you can get a bootleg, you can get anything on bootleg, but if you want a licensed DVD from a manufacturer worldwide, this is the only way to get it. It's not available on any other DVD set. Next up here, we have Suddenly Brothers, DVD and VHS here. So yeah, Suddenly Brothers here. For the longest time, if you guys watched my channel, I did not have the insert for this DVD. When I bought the DVD, it did not come with the insert, but I found the insert, and I convinced someone to just sell the insert to me. So now the DVD looks complete. That bugged me for so long. And then another thing I'll say is my version, a lot of people's is a sticker label version, but mine is a ink label version. And for the longest time, I didn't know why, but I've seen someone else that has this, and I can confirm that the reason why is because this is the Canadian release of Suddenly Brothers. The Canadian release did not have the sticker. The American release did. There's really not much of a difference. There's only one major difference besides, this being an ink label version rather than a sticker version, is right before the episode pilot begins, there's a different warning screen than the American version. So yeah, we have the VHS and the DVD. The VHS is a Drake and Josh. It's still insane how much money they can go for. Next up here, speaking of insane VHS prices, we have the DVD Go Hollywood, and the VHS of Drake and Josh has Pilot and Doom Buggy, the first 2 episodes, although they are edited, and then the DVD has 2 extra episodes. Then next up here we have Go Hollywood on VHS and DVD. My good friend Jeremy, I'm very happy to say that his tape works. Even though it is missing one screw on the bottom left corner, he tested it out on his little CRT television that has a VCR built into it, and the footage on there works, because if you guys saw my good friend Jeremy's video when his VHS came in, it was cracked at the bottom, but thankfully it did not mess up the footage on the inside, so he was able to mostly replace it except for that screw that's still missing. And he tested it out and it works, and so I'm happy that someone else besides me pretty much has a complete collection. So that's very cool to hear, because he's been dying to get that forever, and I even made a video recently called Defending a Little Brother. And that was a message to that fucking eBay seller. But anyways, we have the VHS here. Now, the VHS, I've never seen a sticker version, I should mention, for this VHS. I think that all versions of Go Hollywood was a ink label version. So there's the VHS. The VHS only contains the actual movie, and then there are some exclusive episodes, Helen Surgery, Mindy's Back, on this DVD that are exclusive to this DVD only. You cannot get those episodes on any other licensed DVD. Now, obviously, you can get anything on bootleg, but if you want it from a licensed company, that's the only way to get it. Next up here, we have a double feature, Suddenly Brothers and Go Hollywood. Now, as you can see, I have those DVDs already, but this is part of the collection. This is one of the ones that was released by mainstream media, Nickelodeon. And I only got this for $5, so, why not, right? It looks cool, it just looks cool. It's part of the collection. $5, why not? Even though I already have DVDs. Next up here, now these two are actually, these can run you a pretty penny. We have the best of seasons 1 and 2. My favorite DVD release, because there is a exclusive episode on this Amazon set that you can get nowhere else. It's not even available digitally either, and that is Number One Fan. And another thing about this DVD compared to the Suddenly Brothers release of Pilot and Doom Buggy is those episodes have edited music, but in this version, it has the original dig-in music when Josh is doing karate, and the original music when Drake and Josh are sitting in the buggy. So I found that really interesting. Now, I mentioned before that I can't stand my cover. It looks like they're ghost white. The DVDs look okay. Like, the colors look good on the DVDs, and, even though they're the DVD-R with the scanner code and the purple hue, it's not the original one, but if I could ever maybe find a replacement cover so that way at least they don't look so white, even if it's not the original cover, I'd be all for that, because I can't stand this cover. Look at how white they look. Jesus Christ. Anyways, and then the next one here, which I'm still amazed that this is running for as much money as it is. The best of seasons 3 and 4. It has my favorite episode on this DVD being, and my favorite episode of the whole series, Foam Finger, season 3, episode 9. I had to think about that for a second, but season 3, episode 9. Another Amazon DVD, 2008 release. Yeah, this DVD still, there's one selling right now for $250. I got my copy of this originally for like close to $30 with a gift card. I got another one for like $27 or $28, and then I got another one maybe like $25, I'm gonna say. So, and I got, oh shit, I just revealed my secret. Anyways, all right, well, that's on me. All right, should I reveal it to everybody? Yeah, fuck it, why not? I have a backup copy of this DVD. I haven't ever revealed that on Childhood DVD Fan, but it kind of slipped out there. Oopsie. Yes, I have a backup copy of this DVD that's stored away that I will not be bringing out at all. Now, I gave one copy to Jeremy, but I have a backup copy for myself. Why did I say that? All right, whatever. Secret's out. Yes, I have a backup copy of this DVD. I'm not going to edit it out. Fuck it. If you guys are sticking along, most people aren't going to watch a video that's 29 minutes long and counting, but if you are, enjoy the little Easter egg secret, I guess. I don't know. We got 2 DVDs left. We have the final production here, another Amazon DVD of Drake and Josh, being Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. Now, Drake and Josh had already finished filming in July 2006. Actually, the last day they filmed was July 11th, 2006. And then in 2008, 2 years later, Dan Schneider, the creator of Drake and Josh and The Amanda Show and Zoey 101, and iCarly and Victorious, that guy, the foot fetish guy, he said that, we never did a Christmas episode. What if we all got back together and did a Christmas episode? So they did. They filmed it in August 2008, and then it came out on December 5th, 2008. That was the final Drake and Josh thing we ever got, which was, honestly, I'm really happy that they came back and did something like that, because they didn't need to do a reboot of the Drake and Josh series. They just, since Drake and Josh didn't really have a proper send-off when you were watching it on television, when you were watching on TV, it wasn't like, oh man, we know that the last episode of Drake and Josh is coming. Like, no. Like, Really Big Shrimp was aired before Dance Contest, which ended up being the final episode they aired. Even though that was the final episode they shot. And, Drake and Josh just kind of ended. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye, like you did with iCarly and Zoey 101, I guess, even though they didn't technically have a goodbye episode, but iCarly did. Neither did Victorious, but that's besides the point. So the fact that they were able to come back and give a proper send-off, I guess, to the Drake and Josh series, it was really cool. So yeah, we have, this is filmed 2 years later after they had already stopped filming, so the fact they got back together, did something like that, is really, really cool. And then the final DVD is the re-released Best of Seasons 1 and 2 that I got autographed when I met Drake Bell himself in 2019. Not only did I get the DVD autographed, I got the disc autographed as well. And I got another DVD signed by Drake, and the same one in gold Sharpie right here that's stored away in plastic, and I have a poster signed by Drake Bell himself. So, yeah, sorry if my voice was too low in this video, guys. It's very late at night, and this is going to be one hell of an upload on Childhood DVD Fan. This is going to take a long time to upload. I apologize, guys, if you're mad at me for having a second copy of the Best Season 3 and 4. I may have some backup copies of some other DVDs you're looking at, but I won't reveal that. But that one kind of slipped out, but, whatever. Anyways, this has been Childhood DVD Fan. So long, everyone.